Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel or my Facebook page or whichever platform you get to see me on here. My name's Kelly Chester. I am founder of the Stretchtone Mind Gym. I'm a single parent and I'm also an author of 2 books, Trials and Tribulations of a Dyslexic Genius and also Unfiltered. Now, I have been restricted on Facebook. I've just tried to go live on Facebook. I'm a truth seeker. I am a leader. I am a person that is about change. I care about people. Now, because I have been speaking my truth, I have been dumbed down a little bit by Facebook. So I've come onto YouTube to actually speak about what it is that I need to speak about. Now, just recently, things have become really difficult, not just for myself, but for many other people out in the community. And this really hurts me. Now we are out of COVID, I think that things have got a lot worse. People are struggling a lot more than what they was. Things haven't changed. We've got the war in Ukraine. We've got the energy crisis. You've got the cost of living. You've got the petrol keep going up. And I feel that people are really struggling. And this is coming out in anger, in frustration. There isn't the kindness there that there was. There wasn't the respect that was there. It's in all different directions. So it doesn't matter whether you're on the dating scene or whether you are going to a gym or a new job or loads of other situations that's making things really difficult for people. Now, things have been pretty difficult for me for the last 6 months. Also, I feel I run a very quality service. I made sure that all the provisions was put in place during COVID, during lockdown, to make sure that I kept all my clients protected and safe, and I was following all the government guidelines, had all the paperwork in place, insurance and everything. And just recently, I've been in a few, not arguments, but I've been sticking up for people. Now, it's very hard when you are trying to make that change, when you are sticking up for people, because it can feel like you're banging your head against the brick wall. Now, I come from a care assistant background, a social care background, and it's in me to care for people. I looked after my nana from the age of 10. I have always had that caring nature. My son is also being brought up to have that caring nature, and it's just been a lot. Now I am seeing people struggling, going to food banks, not able to go to work, not able to fill up their car. Now, when you've got those suits in charge saying that's a load of bollocks, that's not happening, they're all right in their flash cars and their £300 a day when they go into the House of Commons and getting all their lovely food subsistence. When I was a care assistant, we got the subsistence for our food, and it was £3.50 a day. Now, I was in London, I was in Camberwell, I worked in Aylesbury Day Centre. Now, you try and get a dinner for £3.50. Now, I'm no Jeremy Clarkson, who was ready to punch someone's lights out because he couldn't get a hot dinner. Now, we had heavy manual work. We'd do like an 8-hour day, and we'd be on the ambulances, we'd be doing all the lifting, all the activities. Yet, you couldn't get a hot meal for £3.50. So we had to use our own money to actually subsidise our dinners. We didn't get half of what they did. I even went to the MP's place to have their dinners, and it was beautiful food. We didn't get any of that. Not at all. What I'm coming on to talk about is about integrity. It's about speaking your truth. It's about being a leader and standing up. Now, I used to sit in this day centre and think, how can I make a change? I am just one person in this little corner of the world. Now, during the pandemic, I was able to speak out and speak up for those that I call the hidden army. The hidden army are the carers. They are the lone workers. They are the lone parents. They are people who are looking after elderly relatives, people who are looking after the children and trying to hold down a full-time job and also not having enough money to actually put petrol in your car and put the heating on. It makes people feel inadequate. It makes people feel like crap. It makes you feel ashamed because you are doing everything you can. And if you go out to seek for help, you feel like such a failure. And many of us are feeling imposter syndrome anyway. Now, imposter syndrome is where you feel like you're not worthy, you don't deserve your success. Maybe this is what you truly deserve, is being in that struggle stage for the rest of your life. That's not the case. We just need to make the changes so that the right support, the right help goes into helping people like myself with a small business, or helping carers get the support they need, lone parents, people looking after children with special needs. We need that support so that we're able to do our difference within the community, because we are making a difference, but we are always on the back burner. I watched Loose Women yesterday and I saw how they treat people with disabilities on airlines. It hasn't changed. I used to take people abroad on different outings and stuff, and they was treated like luggage. You just put on first, taken off last. And anywhere that I travelled around in London, I would risk assess, and there wasn't always the facilities for people to go to the toilet or get changed. I took people sailing, and there wasn't anywhere to change them if they got wet. I'm not talking about incontinence wet, I'm talking about if we capsized. So there's all those things that we take for granted. But as a carer, you've got to have those fresh eyes. You can't just walk out the house thinking, right, I can just nip to the shops. If you've got like someone with special needs, you've got to think about transport. You've got to think about toileting. You've got to think about feeding. All these things take time, money and expense. How do you expect a carer to live on 70 odd pound a week? They are looking after someone 24/7 for 70 pounds a week. How is that right when that is the subsistence for the MP's dinner when they're already getting 300 odd quid? You might disagree with what I've got to say, but I'm speaking my truth, and I'm speaking from the people that are struggling to be able to get themselves heard. Now, Facebook may be dumbing me down again, but I need to keep speaking up. I had a kick up the backside myself because I was like, right, I need to behave. I need to shut my mouth. I need to use the Queen's language to go back on Facebook again. But that's not me. I'm a Northerner, and we use certain terminology as part of our language, part of our heritage. Like, the reason I got put in Facebook jail is because I said, as a yoga teacher, I'm going to kill the next person who say I need to be calm all the time. This is not true. A lot of us, we are part of the community and we help each other in the community. There's all of us as fitness professions and yoga teachers, we all support each other so that we can support you. So if one person can't come to me, then I will say you will be really good going to another teacher's class, say Rachel or Sharon or Charlotte, for instance. None of us are working against each other. So it hurt me when I had another instructor giving me beef, giving me that grief. And I thought, that is not how we operate in this industry. We need to keep everybody safe. We need to work together. So when you find yourself in a toxic situation, when you are in that situation, your comfort zone becomes so uncomfortable, so unbearable. You just need to get the hell out. It will be messy, it will be painful, it will feel like shit at times. But once you get to the other side, you will finally feel calm. You will feel that you have spoken your truth. If you've got any body issues, aches and pains, they will start to be eliminated. Now, I want to end this talk on the Reiki Principles. The reason why I couldn't back down with this is it's coming up to my 20-year anniversary as a Reiki master. Now, that doesn't make me perfect. That doesn't make me no fancy guru. That doesn't mean I don't swear, I don't drink lager or anything like that. But I do stay in my power as a Reiki master and stick with my values, beliefs and principles. So these are the Reiki principles. Just for today, do not worry. Just for today, do not anger. Yes, it's not always easy to do. Earn your living honestly. Show gratitude for every living thing and honour your parents, teachers and elders. Now, in the Japanese community, that would not even be a principle. It is a given that you will respect your parents, teachers and elders. Now, do not worry. That is a difficult one in this situation right now. Lots of people are in worry. So it's just take a breath and breathe. So today, do not anger. Sometimes do not feel guilty about feeling anger. This is a raw emotion. This shows passion. But if you channel it in the wrong way, then it's not a good thing. But if you can channel that anger into something that is the good of the community, the good of the universe, and the greater good of everybody, then you are doing well. Now, you're living honestly. This is one that has been coming up repeatedly. I had the little voice in my head, this imposter syndrome. You can't be very good, you're not earning very much, you're not managing. You can't, but I am. It's just that I haven't let my standards drop, and I know that I will become good again and the money will be coming back in my bank account again so that I am able to stop worrying about the bills and everything else. But I know within my heart that I am running my business professionally with my truth, safe for everybody. And I know that it's going to get out to the right people. It's just been a little bit difficult after COVID, keep restructuring the business. And having neurodiversity myself, it does take me a little bit of time to work things out. So it's not the matter of I just get my email sorted, website, everything else. It all takes time, a lot of planning. And later on tonight, I'm going to be joining a lovely Jane Scanlan, who's my business coach. And we are all going to work through all of this together so that I can restructure the business again, so that I'm getting my services out to the people that really need it. I'm highly qualified at what I do, and it's just so sad that Facebook has minimised my business yet again for trying to reach the right people. So I hope you got some inspiration from this, and I'd like to know where you're from, whether you've watched, well, of course you won't be watching this live because I don't think I'm allowed to go on live at the moment, so I might need to do my Wednesday group live via Zoom, or I might have to do a pre-recorded because I've got another month of these restrictions. But I appreciate every single one of you, and on closing I would like to say Remember, be the change, and these beautiful, long, twisting, winding searches for self lead to the most beautiful destinations. Thank you very much. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Namaste.